Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be talking about the Digitech Bass Synth Wah Pedal and how Daft Punk may have possibly used it in the Human After All album. If you've seen any of my other videos, I did have a video where I used the regular Synth Wah pedal, kind of doing the same thing. So if you've seen that video, this video will be pretty similar, but instead of the guitar pedal version of it, I'm going to use the bass version, just to kind of demonstrate that really both of these pedals or either of these pedals could be used to get the sound. If you were to ask me which one of the two they used, it's they could have used the guitar one, they could have used the bass one. It could even be they didn't use either of them. There is no absolute evidence that they've used either of them actually, but with that said, it is pretty clear, or it's while there's not absolute evidence, you can get really close to the sounds with either of those two pedals. I do want to talk about the setup I've got going on here, just to explain why I'm using a synth and not necessarily a bass guitar, and all that kind of stuff. So first, the thing, I am using a Korg Mini Logue synthesizer. The one point I do want to make is that this synthesizer is not necessarily really important to getting that kind of sound that's heard on the album. In fact, this synthesizer came out 2016. The album came out 2005, so there's no way that the synthesizer was possibly used. It's just what I have. It's what I'm using. And if you do want to use a synthesizer to try to get these sounds, all I'm doing is I'm using just a regular saw wave. So if I got the pedal off, what is that? Hold on. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna use one oscillator. Okay, yeah, so basic saw wave. All right, so I got the Mini Logue. I've got it going into a reamper here, and what the reamper is doing is it helps me kind of control the signal that's going into the pedal. The pedal is the sound that it makes is dependent on like how hard you hit a note on a guitar, because this is a guitar pedal. So like how hard you hit a note kind of dictates what sound you get. So the reason for the synth is that it gives a nice consistent level, so that kind of helps me get it more dialed in. Can you get the same sounds on a guitar? Absolutely, but for me at least, it's a little bit more streamlined doing it on a synthesizer. So with that, I'm gonna go through, I got my notes here, I'm gonna go through most of the songs on the album. Not every single song uses this pedal, but most of them do. So with that, I'll start with Human After All, which has what I'm calling the yeah sound, which is also used on Prime Time of Your Life and Technologic, and I think I kind of got it, but helps if I turn it on. It's a little bit lower. There we go. And then the one thing I do want to say is I'm not going to get a perfect tone match as I'm doing this video. The goal that I'm trying to portray here is that you can get very close with this pedal. Daft Punk probably did some other processing to get their certain sounds other than just this pedal, but this is just to show what this one unit can do. So with that, so you can already kind of hear how there's two different sounds, I guess, depending on how hard I'm hitting it. That's kind of just to show how sensitive it is. And speaking of sensitivity, I'm going to mess up the sensitivity knob. So if I have it on full sensitivity, it loses its kind of control a bit. All right, but I'm gonna leave it right about there. Maybe do a little bit of ADSR. Okay, I don't want it releasing that fast. Sustain up. There we go. Okay, Human After All. Got the notes written down here. So B D E G A. And I think the notes double up, so like, yeah, if I try to double it up, it's not coming up as clear. But yeah, so that's that. I do also believe that the exact same pedal settings are used on what's Prime Time of Your Life. And just to, in case it's not clear on the camera, this is, the type is number 6 on the pedal, type number 6. And then the other 3 parameters, sensitivity, control, and range, that's going to ultimately depend on whatever you're feeding into it to dial it in. But number 6, which is called the filter 2 on the pedal, is what we're looking at. Prime Time of Your Life, we got the notes A, F sharp, F, D, E, A. I messed up. Pretty straightforward. Technologic, same settings. The notes being there we go. I'm going to play a little bit further up, but turn the octave down. E, G, A, C, and D. Let's see if I can, maybe it's not exactly the same, but let's see what we can get here. Oh, here we go. So I feel like I'm actually a little bit closer to the actual sound now, so I mean, just a recap. Okay, maybe on Technologic, I think the settings are a little bit different because it's, what did I mess with? I think the range is what I changed on that one, but it's still this preset number 6 here. All right, so that one setting here, this number 6, what I'm calling the yeah setting, those 3 songs, boom. All right, Prime Time of Your Life. There's a build-up section near the end. It may not be the yeah setting. We're getting into Steam Machine territory here. Nope, that's not that one. Ooh. There we go, right there. So there's like a, near the end of the song, there's like a build up. And okay, yeah, so it's all it is just A being held down, and then it's turning up the rate on an LFO. Yeah, so I'm going to do LFO targeting the shape. I think that seems to be what's getting it there. And so it does like some kind of LFO buildup. Not the best example there. I think on the guitar pedal version, I got it a little bit closer, but you get the idea. And then it does like a big. There's like a filter sweep, I think, at the end. Something like that. All right, prime time of your life. Let's see, number 5 is what I have, and so we were just there recently. So you can kind of see what I mean about how sensitive it is. I'm not getting the I sound every single time I hit it. So there's like a little bit of variation in there. I'm trying to get this consistent. So if I have this minimized, I'm never getting it. But if I go, let's go to the other end. There we go. All right, I think that's it. Trying to get a clean take here. I'm gonna see if we can get this. Maybe if I do some adjustments here. We're gonna want that fast. So I'm having a hard time getting it on the synth to be consistent. So what I may actually do is I may actually, for that specific sound, what I'll do in the shortened video I'm going to put out is I'm going to plug it, because I think on the guitar version I actually played on guitar. So I'm going to do the bass on this one. Synth, I'm not really getting there. I'm getting close. Yeah, I think you can kind of tell I'm getting close to it, but it's just the... It's just that E sound that's coming out. It doesn't exist and it shouldn't be there, and I can't get it to differentiate. So, yeah, more to come on that. The brain washer. That's another one I might have to do on guitar, but television rules the nation. Okay, it's probably up there. All right. Trying to get like a little bit more of the low throatiness to it. I think that's as close as I'm gonna get. One thing I'm realizing as I'm going through this is this guitar synth wah pedal. I think I was able to get a lot closer on this one than I was on this one. So whatever that's worth. TV rules the nation though. Let's see. There we go. Okay, those notes. E, F sharp, G, CBA. I'm trying to make sure y'all don't see my notes. in the camera. All right. So on and so forth. Okay. So there's two sounds that are used on the album. So one's more of like a little bit more like driven kind of sound, and on this one I can definitely get there. This one we're gonna see what happens. All right, we're in the ballpark, except for the quack. Maybe a little bit of attack on here. So I'm trying to get with that quack sound, because that's not there. Nope. Oh, need some sustain probably. There we go. Okay. So if let's do monophonic mode, that's probably going to help. So I think if I just the first note's going to quack, but if I roll into the notes without releasing the key, it should avoid the quack. There's a little bit of high end in there that would get EQ'd out. Let me see if I can redo. Too low. No, I think the first one was better. Okay. So so that is, I think, really all I have for the synth going into the pedal. After this recording, I'm going to plug the bass into here, and just to see if I can get closer on anything on a, what was it? It was a Brainwasher and Steam Machine. I think those, I think with the guitar you can probably get like a little bit more better control. I know I was talking about how here I was talking about the input of the signal and all that kind of stuff, but there's, me doing, doing that over and over versus like having like a left-handing muting technique on a guitar. Like, it's two different things. I think from just recording this video, you kind of watch as it happened. I do think that this guitar pedal is a little bit more friendly for if you're doing an actual synth into a pedal to try to get those sounds. I think on this one I was able to get a little bit closer. This one I feel like I'm struggling with a little bit, but that's not to say that you still can't get there. The songs that I did not cover, Robot Rock. So Robot Rock is that's the one song on the album where they sampled a song. It's Release the Beast by Breakwater, or is it the other way around? Anyway, just Google search Breakwater Release the Beast. That's the song that was sampled for that. So this pedal wasn't used in that song at all. It's just pure traditional sampling, kind of like from the first two albums. The song Make Love and On and Off. Make Love, nice little soft chill song. From what I can tell, it doesn't use either of the pedals as other instruments. And then On and Off is just 30-second clip of flipping through a bunch of different channels is what it sounds like. So there's no instruments. It's just a sample of TV sounds essentially. I did have a note on here, and I think I kind of covered this in the description of when I recorded the guitar video, is that there's a, on a Emotion, there's like that yeah sound that is kind of similar to Technologic and Human After All that I covered at the beginning of the video. But there's like, it's pitched very weird. Neither of the two pedals can get that sound by itself, so it's one of the pedals, and there's something further down the line to get that really kind of not squelchy, but more kind of like high-pitched, ringy, yeah, kind of sound. I don't know how they got that. I wouldn't really know how to start, but it's one of the pedals, but there's also like several other things that are factoring into it to get that kind of sound. If you've made it this far, if you made it to the end, one request I do ask for you is to hit that subscribe button. As of the time of this recording, I think we're at 437 subscribers, and I know you hear in every single YouTube video, like, subscribe, and all that kind of good stuff, but especially for a small channel, that kind of stuff really does help. And I know you hear the traditional thing of like it helps support the channel and all that kind of stuff, but it really does. YouTube doesn't allow channels to be monetized until they hit certain parameters. So I'm sure as you clicked on this video, you watched a nice little YouTube ad before the video started. I get absolutely nothing from that ad revenue because we don't have enough subscribers and watch time and all that kind of stuff. So hence the request for the subscribe, because it kind of helps us get to that point. And it also applies to any other small channels that are out there that you like. If you see a channel out there and you like the content that they have, if they're in the call it less than 10,000 subscribers, every subscriber really does truly help. So with that, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for getting to the end. This video will come out, and I'll also have a similar to the other video I did with the guitar pedal. It's going to be not me talking. It's just going to show the good stuff, and that's it. And then in that video, I'll have me actually playing the bass for those songs that I couldn't quite get here, just to see how that turns out. Yeah, so that will be it. Again, yeah, thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day. Thanks. Bye.